Real talk, the metaphor messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like the 70s, a different kind of mind. They say we only speak in melodies. Legend in the game, I think I found this.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy, Den on Dave, coming at you live from Germany as always. And you are here for the one, the only, the weekly pop culture beatdown. Nerd and the Jerk. And of course, I don't do it on my own. Couldn't do it on my own. Would never want to do it on my own. Joining me as always is the man who is clearly not John Cena this week, because unlike last week, we can see him, the one and only blue-haired motherfucker himself. Ace Trainer Liam, what's up, pal? Welcome back.
We got my boy Marcus, executive producer of the game. Thank you, Nick. I'm fine. I'm all good. I can't complain. I'm refreshed. I'm recharged after a little break, and we're gonna kick some booty.
Right, you got
That's the plan.
Man. I mean, refresh is probably the right word. You got to shower and bask in love.
I got to just sit and bask in glory as my fans that I really do have came to meet me.
They're not made up.
I actually 100% can confirm I have some fans, and that's really good to know.
You have video and photographic evidence to show
Hell
this
yeah,
to be true.
I'm never letting it go. Never, ever.
Now, it looked like, once again, I was sat with that VidCon jealousy, is seeing all the fun that you guys got to have. Ah, man, I'm so happy for. Tell me about it, man. How was Sitsi overall, man?
So, I mean, it was great. There was the usual, just like stalls and everything, and it's nice to meet other YouTubers as well. So, like, I bumped into a few friends that I haven't seen for a while, like Ed from GameHog and PhilosophyTube, two guys that I only ever seem to see at events because we all live so far away. But then, obviously, you get to interact with fans as well, and people want to come up and take pictures, which is really stupidly humbling.
Right.
Like, I still 2 years in and I still don't get it when people come up and they're like, yo, Liam, can I get a picture with you? And I'm like, it's me. Why do you want to see me of all people? Like, Tom Scar's over there with his 5 million subs. Don't you want a picture with him? No, Liam, I've come for you. Like, we had people coming from Belgium, Denmark, Netherlands just to hang out and meet us Pokemon YouTubers, and it was really, really cool. And then there's like, obviously there's the event perks and stuff, like the green room with all the complimentary drinks and stuff like that. There was a party at the O2 Arena, which I still, because I'm really old, I still call the Millennium Dome, which no one calls it that anymore. It's the O2 Arena in London, but there was a party in one of the bars in there, and there was like loads of free food and stuff. And I'm just like, damn, I'm so glad I started doing this.
I saw the picture of the burgers, and I was like, this is
tables upon
bullshit.
tables of burgers.
This is absolute garbage. By the way, big shout to the chat. Simply because 3997 donated £5. Hi, Liam and Dave. Hope you're well. Rails.
Oh, it's Rails. It's my boy Rails. My boy Charlie. Thanks,
very
man.
Kind. Very, very kind. Yeah, dude, the food made me, I was like, oh my God. And I'm like not eating things anymore, but I may have cancer or AIDS or a wasting disease, possibly.
I thought you were gonna stop there. I may have cancer, and I was like, do you want to explain that, bombshell? But no, just for the record, everybody, Dave does not have cancer.
Do not have cancer. But a wasting
If he
disease.
says he has, he's milking it for views.
Right. Wait until my next thumbnail, baby. No,
yeah.
I haven't been able to walk in like the last 2 weeks for a multitude of reasons, but for the first time in 10 years, I'm under 270 pounds, and it's fucking crazy. 10 years I have not been this weight, and it's absolutely nuts. So it's pretty nuts. So watching, I wanted to eat all those burgers. I wanted to put them in or around my mouth. It didn't matter where exactly they wound up, because my God. Was that the best part of it? Food? How good? Oh, God.
No, the best part of it, the best part of Sitsi and stuff like that, the best part of any event is always meeting the fans, because you meet the people who put you there. You meet the people who, if they weren't watching your videos and if they weren't as passionate about watching all of your content as they are, you wouldn't have a fucking hope of being there. You know,
right.
It's insane. So it's really, really fucking humbling to be like, wow, if it wasn't for these people that I'm meeting right now, some of which have come from as close as like just another side of London, and people who have come as far as like continental Europe just to see us, like, that's insane. It's really, really cool.
It's nuts. Another donation in chat, super chat. Sarah Small, love David Liam, Go Styles, Nakamura, Braun Strowman, and now the Usos have wound into her rhetoric. She says the same thing every time, and now she's adding more people. Thank you very much, Sarah. I appreciate that. It's the fans really are important. And like with any type of interactive show, you learn that just from being in front of your computer, but actually going to an event and then being there physically, not knowing if someone's going to like try to turn you into a lampshade or something. It's got to be insane.
We got I don't know if this was breaking kayfabe or not. But before our scheduled meet and greet, we had a little briefing because it was our first meet and greet, and they were like, "It's fine for people to hug you. It's fine for people to want to take pictures with you and get things signed and hand you things and give you gifts. People want to do that. That's fine. If anyone gives you baked goods, you're allowed to accept them, but you will give them to us. We will take them around the back, and you will not be given them."
Really?
Because there has been a stint of people giving gifts of like baked goods that contain rat poison.
Oh, yes.
People have been going to YouTube events, like giving their their least favorite content creators, waiting in line, giving the content creators rat poison fucking bread and cookies in the hopes that they will kill that person. That's insane.
Do you feel that was a rule that was implemented just because FouseyTube was there? I mean, like,
FouseyTube didn't turn up.
No!
FouseyTube no-showed. They said he couldn't get his dog on the plane.
Oh, come on. What a dickhead.
He wasn't even there. Like,
Unbelievable.
I honestly don't know if he announced it because I don't follow him on Twitter, but I don't know if he announced he wasn't going or announced he was going. But he was announced by Summer in the City as going, but he didn't come.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Wow. He was one of the bigger names that was showing up too.
He was probably the biggest.
Yeah.
Like aside from like Tom Scar and people like that, and like I think he's even got more subs than Emma Blackery, and she was one of the bigger YouTubers there.
I know Gabby's show was going, and she for some reason still follows me. I think because I'm the only person from Catch 33 who like even remotely defended her during that whole thing with Rice Gum. So for some reason she follows me. I have no idea why. And I get to see all of her crazy little things. Hi, Gabby. How you doing? She's not watching. She doesn't know who I am.
You don't know that. There's 42 people in here, 2 of which are us.
Right.
So she could be one of them.
Could be. Very well could be. And to the rest of the 40 that are here, big hello. Thank you guys for being here with us on this Friday night. We do appreciate it. And there was a little bit of a Nerd and the Jerk withdrawal last week. You know,
I'm so sorry that I had commitments.
No sorry needed at all. I mean, that's a once in a not once in a lifetime, but you know what I mean. That's a yearly type pilgrimage that I think if you're able to make, you make.
Next event I'm doing will be most likely MCM Comic Con in London at the Excel last weekend in October.
Oh, cool.
I need to look at my calendar. Hang on. October. Yes, 27th to the 29th of October.
Are you doing panels again, or
I don't know. I'm not even confirmed as a guest yet, but
really?
I booked my hotel for it months ago. So
Fingers
if I have
crossed.
to buy tickets, I'll buy tickets. But I'm kind of there like, yo, guys, you know, I'm that guy. Come on.
Look at the hair. Look at the hair. Look at the hair.
Let me in.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, all right. So you did do some panels at this one, and you got to meet up with all of your co-hosts, past and present.
Hell yeah.
You got to do your first ever photo with the entire Elite Four crew. I mean,
hell yeah.
How cool was that?
We finally got a chance to have me, Phil, Toby, and Joe all together. And it was amazing because, like, this is just, you can ask me that in a minute.
Yeah.
But it was really cool because we finished the Pokemon YouTuber panel. Joe wasn't there. Joe wasn't scheduled to be there, anything like that. Lydia comes up to me like, dude, Joe's just tweeted out that there's going to be Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon news tonight. I'm like, whoa, that's amazing. Whoa, there's Joe. And he was just there at the side of the stage like, hey, guys. And we're like, Joe, oh, my God, what are you doing here? And did he say, I've come to see you guys. I've come to cheer you guys on. He said, Kangaskhan's in London on Pokemon Go. That's why I'm here.
Are you serious?
He came to London just to catch a Kangaskhan and happened to just swing by Summer in the City, speak to the event organizers like, hey, you know, I'm Cerebi. Do you want to let me in? And they were like, yeah. Come in, have a wristband. And then he was there for a good part of the afternoon.
Thanks, amazing.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Now, you've known him for a while, but I mean, being around him in person, is it just his phone blowing up constantly with news?
He is on his phone a lot of the time, but most of the news drops like in Japanese time, so he sets alarms and things for like 4 a.m, gets up just to check if there's news. He's really fucking dedicated. So I think like during the daytime in the UK, that's like his downtime.
Oh, really?
But it's weird because like even Lydia was saying, like obviously people hear that we know Joe Merrick that run, like for people that don't know, Joe Merrick, our friend, is the guy who runs Cerebi.net, the like biggest fan-run Pokemon website, that, to his credit, he will always say, gets more traffic than the Pokemon official website.
It does.
Actual fact. And yeah, people are like, oh my God, you know Joe Merrick? That's crazy. You're friends with Joe Merrick? And Lydia's like, yeah, to me, he's just Joe.
Right.
Like, I just walk in, I'll just walk in a t-shirt and fucking pants. That's underwear for you Americans. And Joe's just sat there and she's just like, oh, hey, Joe. Like, it's just Joe. It's not not anybody.
Hey, Joe's a big deal in the Pokemon community. I kind of want to drive this point home for people who don't understand.
He's arguably the biggest deal.
He really is.
Aside from people like Jay Witz, who has like millions of subscribers, he's not a YouTuber, but people don't believe that things are real in Pokemon until Joe confirms it.
If he doesn't confirm it, it's simply not fucking real. I mean, it's every Pokemon nerd worth his salt knows who Joe Merrick is. So
so to have him on our podcast, that's like
it's huge,
upper echelon.
It's
cool as well.
You did another podcast yesterday, Elite Four. Elite Four.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So, I mean, now you got to see him in person now coming back. How was that? I was like, hey, I just saw you. How's your Kangaskhan?
Yeah, it's literally like, oh, thanks, Joe. Thanks for coming and supporting us. Oh, you didn't. Oh, okay. Now, cheers, man.
Now, he wasn't the only, that wasn't the only members of the Elite Four that were there. Now, did you have a run-in with any former Elite Four cast members?
I wouldn't say we had a run-in. I mean, like, everything was pretty amicable at the end of the Elite Four. So like Lucy, who used to be Candivi, who used to be in the Elite Four, she was on the panel with us, the Pokemon YouTuber panel. Everything was fine.
Yeah,
no biggie.
That's cool. I mean, it's neat. Look, the reality is things happen in YouTube.
Yeah, people have different commitments and things. Sometimes people need to move on, and then that's what happened. And then we got Joe, and like,
right? It's like, oh, what? No
biggie.
I think we're okay here. But as far as did anything happen that you guys saw between anybody else? A lot of YouTubers. VidCon was basically peaceful, but there was in it a couple of incidents. Did you see anything?
I heard that Sargon went.
He went to Sitsi?
I heard a rumor that Sargon had turned up and was trying to like get on a panel and stuff, but people were told like, no, he ain't going in the panel rooms and stuff like that. What? But I don't know if that's true. It's just one rumor that I heard from one person. I can't remember who said it, but I heard the name Sargon and I was like, wait, here? Why? But we know obviously he's had incidents in the past.
Yes, as just being an audience member.
Yeah.
Garbage human.
And then getting called out for being a fucking shithead.
Yeah, garbage human. Holy God. Oh, wow.
But again, amazing. I don't know if it's true.
Unconfirmed, unverified rumor, but still juicy.
I'm not going to do a scarce and be like, so definitely he was there to cause trouble. No, I don't know that he was even in the building. I just heard a rumor.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So, singular, one event that happened while you were there. What is the best thing that you got to experience while you were at Sitsi this year?
I was playing Mario Kart on stage with my boy PD Winnell, who fucking floored it and is now the two-time Summer in the City Mario Kart champion.
Tiny Phil!
He won last year and he won this year. And I was just chilling out next to Dean Dobbs, who I'd never met before.
Oh, shit.
From the Jack and Dean channel. I didn't even realize that Jack and Dean were as big as they were, but I think they've got quite a few subscribers.
Right.
So I just sit there politely like, oh, hey, man, who are you? He's like, oh, hey, my name's Dean. I'm like, yeah, my name's Liam. And then later on, like, once you meet people, you check them out later on, and you're like, holy shit, that's a much bigger sub count than me. Okay. I just met someone actually relevant, right? Cool. Dean, if you're watching, hit me up. Right. It's nice to sit with you, dude.
Gabby and Dean, they're both here, confirmed. They're in here somewhere.
Hell yeah.
So they just don't want to, lower themselves.
Don't acknowledge that they're here.
Do you blame them? I don't blame them one bit. The funny thing is, now we've talked about conventions in the past. We've talked about it. We did a show on conventions, as a matter of fact. But this was a little bit different. When you went and I saw the things that you got to experience, it got me thinking, because VidCon just happened and all of this. We're YouTubers, and when you go to those events, you're a celebrity. It's happening. The new media has taken over, and we've been to conventions as fans and seen actual legit celebrities. Now you're experiencing that. What is that like, crossing over, even if it's just in the smallest manner? What is that
It's
like?
really fucking weird. Like, because, like you say, we've met real celebrities in the past. Like, you know, we go and see like Motorhead and meet Lemmy. Not anymore, but obviously
anymore,
like in the past.
Little Dad, yeah.
We get to meet really big stars who are multimillionaires because they're the top of their craft. And then you go to Summer in the City or something like that as a YouTuber who, like, with like someone with a fan base of like 100,000 sounds like a lot, but it really isn't in terms of YouTube.
Not
and you
YouTube,
walk in and you've got people meeting you and shaking because they're in your presence. And you're like, but I'm just me.
Right.
I'm not anybody. You could meet fucking, I don't know, who's popular, Harry Styles or something, but you're here to meet me. You've paid money to come and see me. That's like, obviously, like, I think with YouTube though, like conventions and stuff like that where you meet YouTubers, people go for more than one person.
Yeah.
Whereas if you go into a concert or something, you're paying money to see one person,
thing,
one specific person. So like on my own, I'm not a draw, but together with the other Pokemon YouTubers, yeah, we can draw. Like,
but that's
will
pretty damn powerful in and of itself. That collective, being a part of that, and it's something that's growing. YouTube is still very new. This whole new medium is still very new. Social media is very new.
Oh yeah, it makes me laugh when people say, "Oh my god, YouTube's dying." It's like YouTube's just getting fucking started.
It might be being redefined.
YouTube is killing TV.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. It might be being redefined, but it's not dying. Not by a long fucking shot. And even if it were, something would be right behind it and jumping right in its grave. Final thing on GlitchxCity I want to talk about. I want to ask you about, because you talked about all the fans that you got to meet. Now, you got to meet quite a few people that are constantly in the chat, both yours and mine. You got to meet Gears of Gizmo, Queen Casey, the goddess, she's here as well. You got to meet so many people. Some of
the lovebirds, you should say.
Yes, I know, right? Holy God.
All right.
Holy God. I heard they almost started friction fires over there. My Lord.
Yeah, man, it was War of the Hickeys with those two.
But what's some of the fan interactions like with them? People that you've come to know, and you're the same way as me. We've not just talking to people, we've become friends with some of these people. What was that like? I mean, you're still there as a draw, but yet you know they are there specifically for you. What's that?
I mean, to overuse the words, it's bizarre, it's humbling. It's like what else can you say?
Right,
like you see these people, you meet these people who you've interacted with. Like some of them, like I've interacted with them on Twitch for like well over a year now. Right. Like we've had conversations back and forth on Twitch and like and Skype, some people on Skype and things like that. And then to see them physically in person, you're like, wow, okay, this is a real person. This is actually a living, breathing human. And then obviously in Gizmo's case, he's fucking 6'6". So it's like, oh, a living, breathing giant. Okay, cool.
How adorkable. My God. What a mush puff that is. Holy God.
Yeah. Holy shit.
He's big. He's really big. Very tall.
Fucking huge.
Large man.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really, really cool. To like it's like having a fucking pen pal. And then meeting that pen pal in person and being like, wow, okay, cool, you're a person.
It all stems from the most basic form of entertainment. Sitting in front of something, playing a game, and talking to people. That's powerful, man. People who don't think that there is power behind some of this stuff, they're just ignoring it completely. It really is an amazing thing. And I'm humbled by it, and I wasn't even a part of it. I will be going next year. By hook or by crook.
Better fucking be.
I will be going next year. I'm going to turn
Leave your family at home.
Yeah, you know, I wish you could have heard you say that, because if you wouldn't have said what you said when I said I wanted to go to GlitchxCity, oh, we're coming too, I would have went. He said, leave your family at home. Damn fucking right. Yes. No,
honestly, honestly, it's not being mean. It's because your family probably won't find it as interesting as you will.
Oh, yeah.
Your family will be there like, dude, we paid money to come here. And this is kind of like, okay, cool.
Yeah, what are they going to do?
Like, exactly. Like, they're just going to hang around watching you interact with your fans and being like, wow, what are we?
Oh, they would just walk around London. That's the thing. They wouldn't even go into GlitchxCity. They'll
just go shopping on Oxford Street.
They don't care about me getting to meet anybody. No. They're just going to go around London and eat crumpets and shit. I don't know. It's going to be crazy. All right. So there is a lot that we want to talk about this week. There's a lot of stuff going on. And I know there was something that was on your mind, because each and every single week I'm like, Liam, what would you like to talk about? And you never give me anything. So this week I had a basis of what I wanted to talk about as far as like basically open and closer stuff like that, but I didn't have a big meat thing. And Liam was like,
I got a big meat thing. Don't you worry.
Yes, you do.
I got enough for the two of us, dude.
But yeah, there's an epidemic going, and we don't do a lot of YouTube coverage as far as like topics and drum or anything like that. But there is something going on right now. We're seeing the emergence of an old but new trend that is starting to just take
spiral out of fucking
my
control.
God, yes, the diss track. Let's start here. What is so fucking infuriating about the diss track? And they seem to be infuriating everybody.
The thing is, like, Rice Gum, for example, has built a career on doing diss tracks on people. That's his shtick. That's what he does. And, like, you think back to things like epic rap battles of history, which are just, like, people from history in character doing diss tracks on each other. And if they're written clever, and if they're well worded, well timed, well rhythmed, then yeah, they can be really funny and they get you going, oh no way, how did he say that? But recently, with the whole KSI left the Sidemen, the Sidemen aren't happy. Fucking so and so's going to FaZe Banks's house and all this shit.
Civil War.
Yeah, the Civil War. And like people are like, oh, shit's going to go down. People are going to fight. No. You know what we're going to do to resolve this issue? We're going to make little raps about each other. What does that fucking resolve? This is what makes me fucking mad, is what does a diss track ultimately resolve? Yes, you get views, but ultimately, all that happens is people go to the person you're dissing and they subscribe to them to see when they're going to do a diss track back. So all you do by doing a diss track on someone is you promote somebody else. And you don't resolve anything because then they just go, oh, you did a diss track on me. I'm going to do a diss track on you back. That'll sort you right out. Go to their house, punch them in the fucking face. Then they won't talk shit on Twitter about you. If you just do a shit diss track, no one's going to give a shit. Right. No, nothing ever got resolved. No conflict ever got sorted. No one's career was destroyed by someone rapping about them. It's as simple as that.
Do you think that maybe the fact that they're utterly pointless is the exact point? If now the conspiracy-minded of us might go and think this is exactly what they want to do. Self-promote each other, help promote each other out, do your own type of thing that knows not going to do anything other than the first thing that you said.
You know what the simplest part of this is that KSI said, hey guys, I want to move into my own place. You know, I'm a millionaire. I've got so much money. My Lambo's parked in the garage downstairs. And I'm like, I just want to live on my own. Right. Is that cool? Can I leave the Sidemen house? And they're like, yeah, cool. But obviously you probably won't be around as often. So it's probably worth you leaving the Sidemen. And they were like, wait, here's how I can help you guys when I leave. Because obviously less people are going to watch the Sidemen with KSI not in it because he's the draw. He's the biggest draw. So I'll tell you what I'll do, lads. I'll do diss tracks on you guys. We'll pretend me and Ethan have a beef. And then we'll beef back and forth. It will get so much traction to your channel. Keemstar will eat this shit up if he's not in on it.
Who's his friend, by the way. Just saying.
He's been promoting that shit like crazy. Going, oh my God, it's a civil war. Blah, 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 blah. And all that shit. And memeing about it. And then obviously then there's the other people from like there's the Chance and Anthony from Team 10 arguing with Rice Gum and that. And it's like, hey, Rice Gum, I got a great idea. Why don't we pretend to have beef? We'll go to your house and pretend that you're not in, but then say that you're ducking us. And then we'll do a diss track on you. We know you'll do a diss track on us. And they're all sucking each other's dicks in DMs in between. And they're all playing all their fans because their fans are young kids who don't get it, and young kids think diss tracks matter. Kids, teenagers, they think that diss tracks destroy people and ruin careers. They're like, oh my God, if Rice Gum makes a diss track on you, you're going to lose all your subs, everything. Right. Your channel's going to die, and it's just not the case.
No.
But the Sidemen, Team 10, whatever the fuck, Rice Man is someone completely
that little racist.
Lee, aka Rice Man, probably get copyright striked in this video now. He loves to do that. Rice Gum and his little team, whatever they're called, they're all gonna just work together, make a bunch of diss tracks. People are probably making their diss tracks in the same fucking studio that KSI is using to make his. They're all working together. They're all probably helping each other with the lyrics and go, what's something really dumb that you've done in the past? Oh, I did this once on Twitter. Brilliant. I'll put that in my diss track.
Right.
And everyone will go, oh, no way. Oh, snap. It's all a fucking work. It's such a fucking work.
It feels like it. Now, look, there's no evidence to this other than the fact that everything is so overly fucking played and hokey, and it really hasn't been this way. Keemstar, to me, drama alert, let me say that, is more that was the tip off to me. Because the way Keem delivers stuff, he doesn't do that. He played that up to such a degree. And then if you would have just left the video, and that would have been the only story, but it wasn't. He went right back into regular Keem mode.
He could have quite calmly said, like, even if he didn't go all animated and shit, he could have quite calmly said, like he normally does when he delivers the news, he could have been like, there's going to be a civil war, I swear. He could have just said that. But instead, he was like, there's going to be an all-out civil war! And you're like, dude, you are playing that up so fucking much. How can you pretend you're not in on this? Like,
see, I'm going to take a step farther. I think he did it on purpose.
You think he orchestrated it?
I think, no, I not necessarily orchestrated, but I think he was telegraphing the fact that it's all fake. I think he was telling it from the very beginning. I think all of this was part of the plan to just market. And why? Because Jake fucking Paul, who's also in on the diss track game. Jake Paul gave everybody in the commentary such a boost. Kavos went from 20,000 fucking 6 months ago with Tommy. All that drama with Tommy, Kavos was under 20,000 hits or subscribers at that point. He's just hit 300K. He is exploding.
Oh my
Alex,
God.
exploding. Keem had a 500,000 boost during this entire Jake Paul thing. But here's what they know. Jake Paul ain't going to last forever. They've got to take this in their own hands. They all know each other. They all do the exact same thing that's popular at the time. So why not make it a work? And you and me as wrestling fans have a little bit more keen to this, and I don't really have a biggest problem as some people might. So it makes a little bit of sense to me that this is all part of the plan. And honestly, here's the shocker. I don't care. Fuck
well,
it.
I mean, it's like recently Jamie Pines fucking come out and said the whole Christian Burns thing was a fucking work.
Wish you would have told me that in advance, fucking asshole.
Yeah, because he fucking hell. Because I watched Tommy's show yesterday with was it yesterday or the other day with Jamie Pine on it, where he was talking about how it's all a fucking work, and I was like, that was less obvious of a work than this Sidemen shit. How can people not believe fucking Jamie Pine versus Christian Burns, but they can believe Sidemen versus whoever the fuck? They're all the Sidemen to me. I don't know who the half of them are.
It doesn't matter. They're Sidemen. They're Sidemen. With Jamie, I love Jamie, first and foremost. He has apologized to me multiple fucking times. I love Jamie to death. I have no ill will towards Jamie. I'm a wrestling guy. I get it.
You were legit fucking concerned for him.
I get it. It's totally fine. And when he said during the thing that he was trying to do my channel a favor, I like that touched me. I love Jamie Pine. He's a legitimately great human being, and I got nothing but love for that guy. And I love what he's doing right now. I think YouTube needs more of this. I think YouTube, not necessarily the work with the intent to deceive, but we need more creative stuff. We need more series. We need more things like this. So I'm totally happy with it.
I mean, like you say, I don't think Jamie's thing was an intent to deceive. It was more an intent to start something entertaining, which he's done. Like, his channel's doing better now. Yeah.
He went away from the things that weren't working before, and he's changed. He's with a production company. And he explained he had one vision, and then Christian Burns turned out to be an epic douche nozzle, so he had to change course, and that's kind of what happened.
I love that, by the way. He turned out to be an epic douche nozzle. Really? Because last I checked, he was irrelevant and we were ugly. No, he was relevant. We were ugly.
That's right. We are all ugly.
I don't think that's true.
No, I don't think it's true either. Well, at least not for you. I mean, look at me. It is what it is. But
fuck you. You've lost weight.
Yeah. Well, so that matters? Shit. You fattest.
Matters to me.
Oh. Would you like me more if I was thinner?
Like is a strong word.
Ooh, the pause is real.
I think accept.
Okay. Sometimes that's as much as we can ask for. Fuck it.
And that's why they call me the jerk. Right?
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so you touched on something.
Feel free, guys, to buy your sasshole mugs from my merch store.
Plug that up. Where's the merch store at? Where's the merch store?
bit.ly/Ace Trainer shirts.
F&A. We got to get that in the description box, son. One of my wonderful mods, go ahead and throw that in the comment. And if you want to throw mine in there as well, that would be fantastic.
Nah, don't bother, because I need the money. I got dogs to feed.
Right.
I mean, he's got a kid to feed, but fuck that.
You know what's funny? I bought your shirt, and then I sent Lydia one of my shirts. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you paid money.
I did, but she's gonna model my shirt though, so that's fair to me. That's
gonna get you some money, or at least a boner.
Well, that goes without saying.
That's the least you could ask for.
And you know what? Sometimes that's enough, more than enough. To the diss track thing though, because you said something early on with it. Let's take that it is 100% legit. Let's say these guys really do have beef with each other. This all stems. Now, a lot of young people aren't going to understand this or even know what the fuck I'm talking about. This all started back in the goddamn 80s. Rap battles and diss tracks. This was a common thing, but this was with rappers who had serious beef with each other. You know, I mean, like LL Cool J used to host this shit on television. We used to see these things happen, and then we get extremely heated, and there was multiple accounts of people getting beaten up and jumped and even shot in certain instances.
Because that's how you solve beef. You don't do it with rap. Rap don't solve shit. No. I'm sorry, 1980s hip-hop stars, but you can rap all you want, but words don't mean shit.
No. But giant swarms of posses. That means
ever since the dawn of man, it's always been survival of the fucking fittest, and it doesn't mean who can rap the best or who can do the sickest burn. It's who can throw the fucking heaviest fist.
Right. So, I mean, this is going to sound weird. Start fighting. If there's anybody out there who has actual legit beef with anybody and decide to cut a diss track, stop going to social media. Stop being a goddamn pussy, because I'm getting tired of it. I really am. Now look, if this is just a play for money, bravo fucking vote. But if you have actual beef with somebody, punch him in the face. I'm sorry. Am I wrong?
Go solve it. Yeah, go solve it. Like, if you have beef with someone and they won't fucking drop it, unless you have something completely scathing about them that will destroy their career,
right,
then go and fuck them up. Just go do it. If you're such a big, hard fucking man, go solve it. Like, KSI is a big dude. Like, I wouldn't like to be on the fucking receiving end of a beating from him.
No.
But then why do little weedier guys like Chase and whatever the fucking other one's called?
Rice Gum and shit. What?
Yeah. Why if someone's beefing with someone like Rice Gum's the fucking weediest little guy I've ever seen. And like, the only thing that gives me a thought that it might be a little bit legit is the fact that every time someone threatens Rice Gum, or says, I'm going to Rice Gum's house to beat the shit out of him, FaZe Banks, who actually has muscles, jumps in and goes, yeah, you fucking come here then, dude. As though to say, I'm going to throw myself in front of Rice Gum so that you don't get to punch him.
Right. But
that's the only thing that gives it a little bit of legitimacy. But even then, I'm just like, it's just empty words. Anyone can threaten anybody on Twitter. Oh, yeah. I could jump on Twitter now, hit PewDiePie up and be like, Pewds, I'm going to fucking come to Brighton and knock the shit out of you. Wait for my diss track. And nothing's going to happen. I wouldn't, because I'm a fan of Pewds. Like, I like him.
I think he'd beat you up, too. I think he would take you.
He fucking would.
I think he would take you.
He's a fucking Viking.
Didn't they say he was a Nazi or something a while back? I mean, those Nazis know how to fight. You might be fucked. Just saying. I don't know.
Oh, wait. You're saying he doesn't have a backyard? He just has a fucking concentration camp?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And
Brighton's a savage place. I thought it was all rainbows, but fuck me.
You know, the funny thing with Rice Gum is, too, Rice Gum arguably lost the fight to fucking Gabby's show. So, I mean, like, why? I don't understand all of this. Like, why are you beefing? Why are you trying to act hard? You lost the fight to Gabby's show. She's 74 pounds. 74 pounds.
The thing I didn't get is in Keem's video where he put like an image of like the YouTube Civil War and played some fucking Game of Thrones music over it. Why was PewDiePie in there? He's not beefing with anyone right now, is he?
Not really. I know his name did get beat up.
No one.
His name got brought up from something old, from old drama, when KSI and Rice Gum were going to team up and make a diss track on PewDiePie. Because PewDiePie and KSI have had legit beef in the past. Now, that has been squashed from what I understand, but there was some sort of connection. I think that's why I put him in there.
But, okay, fair play.
Makes a little bit of sense.
I was just like, wait, what did PewDiePie do? He's not involved in this. He's not doing a diss track. Hope not.
There's two other things here that I want to hit on. One is Jake Paul, because Jake Paul released a diss track. Oh, did you have something else?
Wait. Yeah, no, it was about this. It was about this diss track.
Oh, my.
Which was YouTubers fucking diss track, YouTube haters diss track, starts with the phrase on the screen, "This is not a diss track." If that's not the worst form of clickbait I've ever seen, like literally, like the whole point, like the whole problem YouTube has with like false advertising and clickbait and the community guidelines is the title and the thumbnail must reflect what is in the video. Yeah. So how can you have a title that says YouTuber's diss track that starts with "This ain't a diss track"? Like, surely that's against the terms of service. 100%.
You would think, but it's Jake Paul, so.
But it's Jake Paul. They ain't shutting him down because he's a revenue fucking machine at the moment.
Absolutely. And
like, remember, like people forget that 50% of everything that Jake Paul makes from advertising goes to YouTube before he gets his split.
Yep.
So he's making them millions at the moment.
Yeah, he really is. But the funny thing is, this diss track, this complaining about the hate is what it really was. Oh my God. I'll tell you, ColossalisCrazy, my man, my boy, he fucking put a 2-minute video out on Twitter. People think that ColossalisCrazy is not working. No, he's evolving, okay? Because he destroyed Jake Paul in 2 minutes.
It was a good video.
It really, really was. I mean, Jake Paul pulled a Fousey tube in this. He got to make a wish kid and put it.
Yep. The first thing I thought of when I saw that cancer patient was, oh, this is fucking Fousey circa 2016.
Right. It's unbelievable. And Clown did not hold back. He really has, and you're going to find this out on the next Catch 33. Clown has like more disdain for diss tracks than you do.
Really?
Yeah, he really, really hates this shit. It's retarded. It really is. And I loved what he did with it. And what's the point of Jake Paul? I mean, like,
the thing is, I just want to point out as well. Ignore the fact that it's a diss track on a diss track that's not a diss track. Ignore the fact that it's anything to do with Jake Paul. Ignore the fact that there's a cancer patient in it as a bargaining. Ignore the fact that it's someone going, these are all the positive things I did, so is it okay for me to be a fucking harassment to my neighbors and whatever? Forget all that. Think of it as a standalone song. It's garbage. It's not enjoyable to listen to. It's fucking terrible. It's one of the worst pieces of music I've ever seen, and that comes from a generation that gave us Barbie Girl. Honestly, it's fucking awful.
That's fantastic. Now, you're right. It is one of the worst pieces of music you'll hear, but it's not the worst. No. That distinction happened today because KSI's brother, Comedy Shorts Gamer.
Oh, no, not Deji.
Put out the single.
Hey, guys, Comedy Shorts Gamer here. Oh, my God.
The worst.
With the head tilt.
The worst diss track that's ever been made. It is awful. I mean,
that fucker can barely speak. How can he rap?
I fucking hate the Sidemen. The fucking ugly. I fucking hate the Sidemen. He does have one sick line in it, and the music's not terrible. But it's awful. It is.
Watching that after this.
It's so bad, Liam. It's so bad. It's great.
Oh my God.
It's quite well. Anything else on diss tracks that we did not hit that you would like to put a final stab?
I'm pretty happy. Just the usual death to Jake Paul.
That's right. Get your garlic.
Not him. His career. I like his career to end. He's got money. He's got savings. He could do with just going away now and retiring. Right, I'd be quite happy.
Just right off into the sunset, and have your inevitable fucking fall from grace. You know, we'll see what happens there. Let's switch gears a little bit because we're gonna stick with things that you hate because for some reason I cannot go very long without finding certain tweets from you, young man. You go to the cinema.
Don't call me young man.
You're younger than me. Fuck off. You're younger than me. Eat shit.
Fuck's sake.
Man, younger than me. I don't give a fuck.
I'm almost 29, and I nearly dropped an N-bomb.
You did.
You heard it on the end of my fucking tongue, like.
I heard it. If you go back, my eyes got big for it. I was like, he's about to come.
It's my boy Nick.
It's gonna be fantastic. No, but it's you seem to have a problem with not only movies but comic book movies right now.
I love comic book movies. I love Ant-Man. I love Iron Man.
This year, this is 0 for 3 now.
You know what I hate more than certain movies? Your fucking clickbait.
What are you talking about?
if I hate a movie, I'll give it 0 out of 10.
What'd you give this
2
one?
out of 10 means there were some things I liked about the movie.
That's such a cop-out. No. And again, question mark. Question mark, no clickbait.
The fucking question.
Mark. Yes.
Oh my
question.
God.
I didn't even put
Your
Star-Lord.
It's so stupid.
There is a question mark, sir. We're asking the question, and we're going to get an answer. What did you think of Guardians of the Galaxy 2? I know it's a little bit late to the party. This movie's been out for a little while, but still.
It's been out for months.
It's been out
but I hadn't watched it, and surprisingly, I hadn't had spoilers. I didn't know what was going on, and I started watching it with an open mind because let's remember when Guardians 1's trailer came out back years ago. I thought this film's going to be garbage. This film looks terrible.
Did you
Guardians
really?
of the Galaxy 1, when it was because all it had was the footage of them in the prison with the hooked on a feeling, and I was like, this film just looks like a piss take. This doesn't look like
that trailer
good.
was bomb, son.
So I deliberately didn't go and see Guardians of the Galaxy at the cinema because I didn't think it would be worth the money. I was 100% wrong because later on in the year, I went to a friend's house. He was like, I'm just about to watch Guardians of the Galaxy. And I was like, hell yeah, let's... Well, I wasn't that enthusiastic. I was like, okay, cool. I thought that was going to be shit, but at least I'm sitting through it and I haven't paid to see it. So we watched it and I was like, wow, this is 8, 9 out of 10. This film's fucking great. It was funny. There was action. It was nicely paced. It was great. The soundtrack was fantastic. And then going into Guardians 2, I was like, I can't wait to see Guardians 2. It's going to be so fucking good. I bet it's going to be just as good as the first. That was my mistake.
You went in with expectations?
So we get about half an hour in. I'm sat there like, when does this get good?
Really?
Like, I get what they did. They saw everything fans were talking about from the first movie and they went, right, that's what people want to see. Mm-hmm. End of the first movie, everybody loved watching Baby Groot dancing in the plant pot. So they went, the first 15 minutes of our movie is going to be Baby Groot completely. all the action happened in the background. That's going to be blurred out so that you can focus on Baby Groot in the foreground.
Wow.
Bearing in mind, they were so worried about protecting Baby Groot. He's a baby. Put him in a fucking creche or a nursery. He didn't need to be on missions with them. You're telling me there's nowhere in the Nova Corps that went, we'll look after Groot until he hits puberty again. Why would you take a baby on missions with you for starters? Especially one that's a flight risk that just disappears now and again. And may accidentally blow up the fucking world. And then, okay, the story was fine. The story was absolutely fine. There were some bits that I liked, especially like, oh man, I'm so sorry I had to put that tumor in your mum. And you're like, whoa, what?
Oh, I haven't seen it, by the way.
Oh, well, there you go. That's a spoiler.
Thank you.
But yeah, the movie itself, like, there were some jokes that made me laugh. There were some jokes that didn't need to be there. Like, you know how Guardians and Marvel and stuff, they have a habit of putting in a little deadpan joke that makes you go, that's quite funny. Like, great example is in Age of Ultron. When Vision picks up Thor's hammer and goes, here you go. And everyone looks at him like, what the fuck? That's hilarious and stuff like that. Or no, the better one is when Captain America's trying to pick up the hammer. Yes. And everyone's laughing.
And he moves it just a little tiny bit.
And Thor's face just drops. That's funny. But then in this one, they just put in loads of gags that didn't need to be there. Like this race of people is rolling out their carpet for their leader. And at one point, it gets stuck and all the music drops. And then they try and fiddle with it for a bit. And then it starts going again. And you're like, this scene didn't need that. Later on in the movie, Nebula is like, with all the Ravagers and shit like that. And at the end of the scene, she just bites a bit of fruit and then looks at the camera and goes, that wasn't ripe. And you're like, that didn't need to be there. That kind of spoils the Nebula character a little bit because she's supposed to be dead serious.
Right.
And there were little bits where I was like, this film, I get it. It looks great. Some of the jokes are funny, but it's trying way too hard to be the first movie. It's a real try-hard film, and that bothered me all the way through. Although there is a scene at the end, but that's because of my own problems, that made me fucking weep like a baby. Like, because I get sad.
I think I know what scene you're talking about too. I have been spoiled on this movie, so you don't have to worry about that.
When people get separated from people they really care about, that hits me fucking hard, and like I have problems with that. So that scene hit me. But other than that, I was like, this film has not impressed me at all. Literally not impressed me. Like, Rocket was on point. Yeah. Rocket Raccoon was great throughout the film, and his animation was fantastic. A little bit better than the first film.
Really?
Weirdly, the humanoid creatures, their makeup wasn't as good. Like Yandu, for example.
Mm-hmm.
In the first film, he looked great.
He did.
In the second film, you know when an action figure, when the paint on an action figure wears off and you just have that base coat that's all one color?
Yeah.
That's what Yandu looked like.
Really?
And there's a scene near the end. I remember Gamora being completely green, but near the end of the film, she has like beige patches around her eyes. And I'm like, has she been crying and like her makeup's worn off and they're just not
That's
noticed?
sloppy.
It didn't look good.
Wow.
And I just wasn't happy with it. Like, I wanted to like it. I really fucking did. I was like, this is Guardians 2. Guardians 1 completely impressed me and exceeded my expectations tenfold. Guardians 2 was just like, we needed to make a movie. And we've certainly made a film.
Wow. Like, doesn't feel like Marvel does that, like not lately.
No, Iron Man 3, dude.
Well, Iron Man 3, yeah, but
it was the Iron Man 3 of Guardians of the Galaxy. It was a movie that didn't need making and wasn't worth it. It didn't hit the mark. And the saddest part is at the end, Guardians of the Galaxy will return. And I'm like, please don't make another. If this is the sequel, please don't make another sequel.
They have to.
If you've already done the Iron Man 3 of this movie franchise, please don't do another.
They have to make it because with everybody leaving after the next movie, presumably.
Yeah, it sells. It sells.
They need somebody who's going to be able to step in. And that's a movie that will sell because this did very well in the box office. It got really good reviews, too, to be fair.
As always, if you guys enjoyed it, that's fine. That's your prerogative. You're entitled to your opinion, and I totally respect it. If you enjoyed it, I'm not going to sit here and go, that's because you're a fucking idiot and don't know shit. I'm going to say, okay, cool. Whatever.
Right.
You don't like it? You like it, I don't like it. We're never going to sit and watch it together, so there's no biggie.
Well, now you just broke some hearts. Now you broke some hearts, Liam, because people wanted to watch that movie with you, and now they can't. So
shit, I was talking to you, Dave.
Oh fuck.
Oh fuck.
Man.
Can't believe you've done this.
Damn it. Oh well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'll tell you, I'm still gonna watch the movie, even with your hatred notwithstanding, and you hate fucking it in front of everybody. That's completely fine. I'm still gonna watch it.
What movie I'm worried about? I'm worried about Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I'm starting to get worried about it too. But real quick. Oh, go ahead.
Okay. No. You first.
No, because
real quick.
Tango and Cash. Tango and Cash. It's the whole reason why I want to see the goddamn movie. Tango and Cash reunion. All I care about. Don't care about anything else. Tango and Cash. Everybody can fuck off. Go ahead.
With Ant-Man and the Wasp, what I'm worried about is the best parts of Ant-Man were the bits that you can tell were directed by Edgar Wright before he was like removed from the project or left the project. Which means Ant-Man and the Wasp is not going to be touched by Edgar Wright. Which makes me worry it's not going to be as good. It's going to be all Disney Marvel rather than Edgar Wright Disney Marvel. And I love Ant-Man. Ant-Man's my favorite superhero, and that is my favorite superhero movie. But I'm dead worried. I'm worried it's not going to hit the mark.
I'm surprised that Ant-Man, like legit, that's your actual favorite superhero.
Legit.
Who's Ant-Man? Ant-Man? That's crazy.
You know when Ant-Man was announced, I was one of those people who was like, fucking Ant-Man's getting his own movie? Like, because I know how shit people think he is.
Right.
I get that he would have never got a movie made. And I was like, they're actually letting them make an Ant-Man movie. Fuck my life. I'm so happy. Because I love Ant-Man. I don't know why.
And they killed with it, too. They made Ant-Man look like a badass at times, and that's hard to do.
It was so good.
Yeah. Paul Rudd was
such
perfect.
a good movie.
Nobody thought Paul Rudd was going to make a good Ant-Man. Nobody.
Ant-Man, for me, is a 9 out of 10 comic book movie.
I agree.
Mainly because it's a comic book movie that anyone can watch.
Yep.
Adults can enjoy it, kids can enjoy it, everyone can enjoy that movie.
Yeah.
It's not without flaw. Like, there are some things that are shit. Like, for example, the physics of, like, they explain all the way through, one punch from you when you're minimized because of the way physics works means that you can be as powerful as a bullet. Yet an elderly man can carry a miniaturized tank in his pocket, which, if the theory that they go through is in effect for a human, imagine the weight of a several-ton tank miniaturized in that man's pocket. Right. He wouldn't be able to put it in his pocket because it would rip straight through his trousers and hit the ground and probably cripple him on the way.
There is some problems with the logic. This is true.
Yeah. The logic is inherently flawed. And the age-old question of, wait, did you miniaturize a tank and attach a keyring to it? Or did you attach a giant keyring to the tank and then miniaturize the whole... How does it work?
It's the Willy Wonka effect all over again. It's like It's wonderful. Can I get a giant chocolate bar, please? Fuck. No, you can't. No, you're not getting it. But I love Ant-Man, and I am looking for. But you're right, though. There is some worry about it, and you're not the only one who's having that worry. I've read some things very, very similar to that. That people are starting to freak out about. Maybe this is not going to be that good. I think it's because it was such a sleeper. And then again, Paul Rudd in Civil War was awesome as well. He had some.
I was saying this to a kid yesterday in a Q&A that I did, which was, how good did they do Giant Man? Because people who have grown to giant sizes in movies, across the board, generally, it's stupid, it's way too comical, it's almost kiddified, whereas Ant-Man in Civil War turning into Giant Man, they did it great.
They did perfectly.
And like, even to the fact that he kind of walks in slow motion because there's so much extra like air resistance and stuff, I was like, they've really done it well. This is almost realistic as it can be.
Right, for what it was. But Marvel is pretty good with attention to detail on stuff like that. And so it's surprising to hear that they were so sloppy with Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I still got to see it. So
I mean, by all means, download it.
But Liam hates it. He hates it.
I just didn't like it. 2 out of 10. It was certainly a film. I will say my favorite thing, which was it was certainly a film. I'll give it that. It was certainly a movie. What did you think of Guardians, Liam? It was certainly a film.
Classified. It met the criteria. It had a beginning,
it had a
middle,
beginning, a middle, and an end, and it had a cast of characters played by celebrities. There you go.
How were the end credit scenes?
Oh fuck, I don't even remember them.
Oh no.
I don't remember the end credit scenes.
Oh no.
Not that interesting. Oh no. Clearly. But
got no Howard the Duck, huh?
Yeah. Don't.
Oh,
one movie I am interested in. And I'm surprised because I didn't really enjoy Thor 1. I thought it was boring. I didn't enjoy Thor 2. I thought it was boring. But Thor 3 looks genuinely enjoyable.
Ragnarok looks interesting. It does.
Because it's kind of like a buddy comedy between Thor and fucking Hulk.
Yes, but you know what? The funny thing is, it seems like it might be more of a buddy comedy between Thor and Loki. And there's a great meme out there. It's really, really funny. You watch Rick and Morty a little bit, right? You've seen some Rick and Morty?
A little bit. Did
you see the episode with all the different television shows from different...
Yes.
Okay, so you saw the Two Brothers commercial.
Yeah.
Somebody memes the movie with the Two Brothers voiceover, and it's fucking hysterical.
Oh my god, I need to check that out.
It's really, really good. So it looks like this seems to be a problem that you were just talking about with Guardians of the Galaxy. It seems like they're jamming a lot into this movie.
They're basically going, what worked in the past? Okay, let's do it. But I mean, it has potential. Again, I'm not going to judge a book by its cover this time. I'm going to watch it going in with an open mind. So it could be great, it could be terrible, but at the moment it looks great. The trailers have done it justice.
Well, anytime we get more Ruffalo Hulk, give it to me. Give it to me all over my face, neck, and chest because I can't get enough. Cannot get enough. I mean, he's great. I want a solo Ruffalo Hulk movie. I had to sit through Norton. I had to sit through other asshole. I want Ruffalo. Give it to me. Not going to get it.
We're not going to get it.
Not getting it.
Even Ruffalo would probably turn it down.
More than likely. It's unfortunate. There's been stop and starts on it, like it was gonna happen and not gonna happen. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. Throw enough money.
I mean, for people wondering why I don't like Thor 1 and 2, and for people wondering, it's similar to why I don't really watch Game of Thrones, and even to an extent where I can watch Lord of the Rings, but I don't really enjoy it. I'm just one of those people who I don't understand why fantasy literally means everybody talks in Old English, everything's very medieval. Everyone's very British sounding. And I'm just like, why do you never get a fantasy movie where elves are like French sounding or they sound a little bit Scandinavian or something? It's always very thee, thou, thou. Yes, we are going to the quintessential hills of the Brotherhood of the Knights of Realm. And you're like, it's just boring to me. I'm not a medieval fan. I don't really like, I'm not a big Renaissance fair kind of guy.
No Renaissance fair for you.
No. So, I'm not all about buxom wenches. And I'm not really, to be fair, I'm not really that interested in pirates as well, which is why Pirates of the Caribbean to me is a bit like, oh, I get it. He's a pirate. Yay. He's very English sounding.
I'm seeing a theme. For
some reason, pirates who are supposed to be effectively like fucking Spaniards and Vietnamese, aren't they? Are like, oh, hello, I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. Yes, hello, bloody good rum, isn't it? You know, I don't get it. I've
Keith
never
Richards,
understood
man.
it.
Keith Richards was a fucking pirate.
I just don't get it. And
you
like,
don't
that's
seem
why I've
like
never
your
found it
people
interesting.
represented in such a fashion. It's like
You want British people represented? Watch fucking Kingsman. I've been telling you, Kingsman's great.
I do need to see that.
I want to watch Kingsman tonight. That's a good movie, and that's got a sequel coming out.
I've seen the nut bust scene, of course. You know that real crazy. You know what I'm talking about.
That's just such a good movie.
Yeah, I do want to see that too. I don't watch anything. If it's not Game of Thrones, I don't care.
Because I'm going to say it till I'm blue in the face, because everybody in the chat is always like, Liam, you just don't have a positive thing to say about any movies, even though I just talked up Ant-Man and Guardians 1.
Right.
Baby Driver. Fucking find it. I don't care if you download it. Go and watch
Now,
that
I have
movie.
not heard of this. What is Baby Driver?
Wait, I've talked about it before, haven't I?
You've not talked to me about it. I've heard you mention it. I saw you mention it on Twitter,
Baby
but I know nothing
Driver
about it.
Is a fully Edgar Wright directed film.
Okay.
And it's about a young guy who goes by the code name of Baby because he's young. Like, that's what the other people in the crime thing have nicknamed him. And he's a really good driver. He suffers from tinnitus because of an accident that happened when he was younger that cost him like his parents and stuff like that. So he constantly listens to music to drown out the ringing in his ears. That's constant.
Okay.
And basically I'm not going to go through too much of the plot, but he caused this crime lord some problems by like trashing a car or something like that. Mm-hmm. And to pay him back, he does driving jobs for this crime lord, and the crime lord gets always gets in different criminals for each different job, so that he doesn't use the same people twice, so he can never be linked back to him. The only person he does use twice is Baby, because Baby basically sacrifices a lot of his cut of the money to pay off the debt that he owes the crime lord, and then gets a little bit of money to go home to his foster dad, who's this like deaf guy who signs to him all the time. And the movie is about him paying off that debt, becoming cleared of the debt, and then his crime lord kind of going, but I'm not done with you yet because you're so good at what you do. But because it's Edgar Wright, the editing is fantastic. So every gunshot, every movement in the film is done in time to the rhythm, the melody, everything of the music. And it's all like quite like kind of 60s, 70s, 80s kind of music.
I dig that.
It's so perfectly done. Like, the action scenes are some of the most beautiful action scenes I've seen ever. And like the car stunts, I'm not a car movie guy.
I'm a car movie guy.
I can't watch like Fast and the Furious because I just don't care enough about
Those
cars.
suck, but I love car movies. Like good car movies I'm into.
Yeah. So like with this film, it's a car movie that even I'm sat there going, that was such a cool stunt. That was amazing. And it was timed to the music.
That's cool.
There's a scene at one point where, like, I'm not saying what happens, but this guy gets really passionate and needs to kill all these cops, and every gunshot is in time with the rhythm of the drums
cool,
in the it's so cool. That is the movie that got the Ace Trainer Liam 10 out of 10 for 2017. It is a fucking good movie, and if you haven't seen it, you're missing out. Like, when I first saw the name of it, I was like, Baby Driver, that sounds shit. That sounds practically like a fucking rom-com. But it isn't. It's really good. It has good humor in it, and it's just an all-out fucking killer action movie.
As
it's
Jay
really
just said
good.
in the chat, this sounds like Dave's movie. It really does.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like an orgasm for me. Like all over the music. I'm a car
I find
guy.
a fucking torrent for it, I'm downloading it, and I'm sending it to you.
Oh yeah, just let me know. Just tell me where to go. I'll fucking get that shit. I'll get that shit.
Honestly,
that sounds
fucking
really
brilliant.
Good. So we've had some good movie talk. Now I do want to end on one thing. We're not going to do an overly long show now because the reality is, I feel fucking awful.
Dave's fucked. Dave, I'm not gonna lie. Dave was practically tearing up when he called me earlier.
It was not
7 minutes before the show. He's like, "Dude, I've got a problem and I can't. I'm struggling today." I was like, "Do you want to fucking cancel? Like, we can cancel." He's like, "No, not 7 minutes before."
I won't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. But he's not far fucking off.
I'm just busting your balls.
Yes.
Oh wait, someone already did that.
But poof. Yeah. Well, actually, left of my balls into the groin.
Close enough.
Yeah, like
into effectively the worst zone though for you.
It is. For those of you who don't know, all my pain, everything that's wrong with me and my nerve damage, all centralized in my left groin. My wife decided to punch me in the left groin today on accident.
Are you allowed to say what you did to deserve it?
No, we were just messing around, and I may have muff tapped her. And
oh, So you deserved it, basically.
Well,
I'm with Mel on this
she
one.
She came back at me, but you don't touch that spot. So
you never ever cunt punch.
Well, we do. It's the only affection I get, and I don't, and typically I don't get any repercussions for it.
Yes, I got to touch it.
Yay! That's the closest I get.
That'll do me for another month.
Yeah, right. Oh, I'm good. But she came back and she made contact, and the flinch is what really fucked me up. And since then, I've just my body is not well. But I digress on any of that. You guys want to hear about my frou fucking vaginitis. So we're not going to go overly long, but I would be remiss. Look, I got one of the best Pokemon guys in the business. I'm a Pokemon guy myself. You guys know I got the new channel. By the way, new channel, Dead on Dave Pokemon, is live. Over 300 subs. It is in the description. Brand new. Go check it out and all that good stuff. But I got to ask you, because I didn't get a chance to watch the Elite Four podcast, and I really have not had a chance to check out all the new information that has been leaked about Ultra. So if you could take us home and just give me a quick rundown of the things that I need to know about Sun and Moon Ultra. What's the new information?
All that's been revealed is a new form of Lycanroc Dusk form. And a lot of people are up in arms because it's too similar to the others. When it's a third form of the same Pokemon. So of course it's similar to the others. It's a mix of, it looks like Lycanroc Midday because it's on all fours. It's got Lycanroc Midnight's hair, and it's orange because that's the color of fucking sunset, which happens around dusk. And people are all up in arms about it. And I'm just like someone worded it best in my Twitch stream earlier, which was Ash Ketchum in the anime always has to have now a special snowflake Pokemon.
Right. A
Pokemon that is not readily available in the games, because this is going to be basically when Sun and Moon come out. If you get the game early, you'll be able to download a Rockruff that is a special event that is the only one that can evolve into Dusk Lycanroc. So it's not accessible in normal play. Much like Ash Greninja when Sun and Moon came out. You could get it in the demo, but if you didn't download the demo, you couldn't get Ash Greninja.
You love some Greninja.
Oh, I love me some Greninja. This is what pisses me off, though, because people are complaining, oh, Dusk Lycanroc doesn't look very different. You seen Ash Greninja? It's Greninja with fucking hair. And you people love that shit. Yeah, a fucking dog that doesn't look slightly different to the other two dogs that it's based on? Okay, you don't like that. What the fuck is that about? This is the people that liked Ash Greninja, it's your fault Dusk Lycanroc looks like it does. Because you went, change your hair, that's fine for this Pokemon. Then as soon as fucking Dusk Lycanroc comes out with just a slightly different you're like, oh, this is so bad. Why? What have they done? We're not even... The worst is the people who have seen Dusk Lycanroc, the one new Pokemon form, apart from the legendaries, that's been revealed for these games, the one bit of news we've had, and they've gone, I'm not buying this game. This is going to be garbage.
Oh,
it's one Pokemon form. Don't fucking use it. What difference is it going to make to your gameplay if it's not one of the 6 Pokemon you choose to use? Just fucking get over it.
Did Joe verify I heard a little bit of tidbit. Did Joe verify that they are doing away with Festival Plaza? Because I heard they were fucking mercifully.
I don't know. I haven't seen if Joe's confirmed it yet.
Because Lord knows they need to. What the fuck is Festival?
It's absolute
stupid.
Garbage.
It's so stupid. Let's just get rid of it
completely. Like the PSS in Generation 6 was great because you connect to the internet, and as long as you don't go to the home screen on the 3DS, you are still connected to the internet that whole time. Yep. And you can battle and trade whenever you feel like it. And in Festival Plaza, it's if you leave Festival Plaza, you are disconnected. You have to connect again. And it's buggy and it's shit. And you keep having to level up your Festival Plaza to make it do the shit that you want it to do.
Yep.
Fuck it. Fuck it in the ass. Kill it. Bury it.
I agree.
Awful.
Absolutely needless. All right.
But other than that, that's fuck all news.
That's it.
There was a Game Informer did an interview with Junichi Masuda about the games potentially coming on the Switch. They asked about that, and a lot of people were taking it to be they've confirmed it's going to be open world. They didn't confirm it was going to be an open world game. If anything, they basically explained that Pokemon probably won't fit. Their vision of Pokemon doesn't really fit with an open world kind of game. Yeah. They said, don't get your hopes up. Like they were saying, a lot of people have got really high hopes for the Nintendo Switch game. Just cool them down a little bit. We're just starting out on the Switch. You know, give us a couple of games to get used to it.
You're getting a remake of Red and Blue, bitches. Get ready.
Oh, could you imagine? I mean, to be fair, if anything, that those comments that they made with the Game Informer interview, that made me think, oh, maybe we will get Diamond and Pearl remakes first, because they're going to go, let's stick to what we know and just enhance it a bit, rather than jump in with a whole new game. But I think we're still getting Gen 8, but I don't think it's being open world.
I hope it's going to be Gen 8.
I think we'll get better graphics, but I don't think we're getting open world.
I don't think you necessarily even need it. For the first game, let's just proof of concept. Let's show that we can do it on the Switch, do what we know, do it right, make everybody happy, and then maybe even wait till Gen 10. Maybe make that's just like Pokemon X. Well, we already had an X, but you know what I mean. Like something like that.
Oh yeah, that isn't that shit. I just realized. Yeah, they can't do a Pokemon 10. But then what would the joint game be? Pokemon 10 and 10.
Yeah.
Pokemon 10 and 10.
That would be a problem. Yeah, I don't know. Vice City. I don't know. My answer is Vice City.
Pokemon anniversary and birthday versions.
There you go. I like that. Anniversary and funeral, birth and funeral. There you death and birth.
Pokemon funeral. God, could you imagine?
It would be great. By the way, I think we're gonna wrap it up right around that note, because your woman's in chat and says she's in your housemate, and hopefully. She's not with a knife. Because
intruder.
Doggies, go.
Yeah, did you hear my dogs? I didn't.
I did. No, I did. Dogs. I actually did. I heard.
Did you?
I did. Yeah, like about 15 minutes ago. I heard your dogs.
Shit, I got headphones in and I can't hear shit.
That's funny. That's funny. Anything else that we may have missed? Anything you want to touch on before we jump off out of here, my friend?
I suppose I'll just explain that I've changed my stream schedule. I haven't changed it. But instead of doing shiny hunting and then Wi-Fi battles and then shiny hunting and then Wi-Fi battles are just on Thursday now. Pokemon shiny hunting is just Fridays now. Tuesday is I will play whatever the fucking game I feel like. So It's probably going to be Splatoon or more likely Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. And on Sundays, I'm going to be playing PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds because fuck me, I never find time to play it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to dedicate a stream to it so I can play it whenever
Yeah.
A set time every week. Other than that, Ace Trainer Podcast will be back tomorrow. Pretty much top 10s are on their way back, top 5s. You've seen one already. One's been scripted. Going to record that tomorrow. Hopefully get it up tomorrow, but don't fucking quote me because you know I'm awful. And other than that, if you haven't watched my Moon Randomizer Nuzlocke, watch it. Matt Damon's in it. It's fucking sick.
Matt Damon. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a heavy hitter right there, buddy. Good. Congratulations. Let me ask you real quick before I get you out of here. You find any pushback? Because a lot of times when people have you're the Pokemon guy, you find any pushback to you wanting to kind of do some other stuff?
I had a few people who are like, yeah, but if you get rid of the Sunday stream, then I can't be in a Wi-Fi battle with you because I'm not available on Thursday.
It's supposed to be about them.
Unfortunately, I mean it. I mean it with the utmost sincerity. Tough shit.
Right.
Like, I can't just accommodate my entire channel around a handful of people.
The fuck you
This
can't.
is the thing I've been criticized for a lot as well. And these are the people who you'll have noticed on Twitter. People are saying that I don't take criticism or that I ignore it.
I saw that a lot today. What the F?
This is someone who basically said, I don't like the way you're changing and adapting and changing based on like who's in your streams and stuff.
Right.
I don't like the influence that Lydia's had on you and stuff like that.
Oh.
But because I then said to the majority of my viewers, are you guys still enjoying what I'm doing, or would you prefer me to be the old Liam, as people put it? And they're like, a lot of people are like, no, we fucking love the streams. We'd love Lydia to be in more of the streams because she's fucking great.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, 98% of my fan base is saying we like Liam as he currently is. I got 2% of my fan base going, we're not going to really watch you anymore if you don't go back to who you used to be.
Wow.
And I'm just like, if that 2% can't adapt and change with me, then they're welcome to go. Because I want to grow my channel. I don't want to keep it the same stagnant, not growing channel that it's becoming.
Yep.
If I try and appease everybody, it's never going to work. If I try and appease the majority of the people that are supporting me, I will grow and things will grow.
Right.
So it's not me not taking criticism. It's me going, I accept your criticism, but as a smart venture, as a growing channel, I need to go with the majority.
Yeah.
Simple as that. If ever there's something where people go, okay, Liam, you are changing and the majority of people do not like the change that you are making, then I will revert that change. But at the moment, people are enjoying my content and that's what I want. And people are still supporting me and they're the people that I fucking love.
Absolutely.
But I don't know what point I was making when I got onto this.
Well, if anybody can empathize with you, it's me.
No, that was it. It was the whole point of I can't just stick to what a minority of my fans want Like, I can't just keep Wi-Fi battles on a Sunday because a minority of my fans won't get to do Wi-Fi battles with me.
Yeah.
I have to go, you know what? I want to play some PUBG. And if people want to watch me play PUBG, they can watch the Sunday streams. If they don't like it, they don't have to tune in.
Yep.
Simple as that. Like,
really
if my whole channel, if your viewership of my channel is solely based on I want to do Wi-Fi battles against you, if that's all you're here for, then make an effort to come on a Thursday. And if you can't, then so long. See you later. Sorry. I tried to accommodate everybody, but I physically cannot.
It's impossible. It's an impossibility. If anybody can empathize with you, it's me.
And similarly, if I'm like, because Wi-Fi battles for me are getting a bit of a drag because I want to be playing other stuff, but I can't because I'm set to Wi-Fi battles at certain times of the week. And I'm like, I'll keep one stream. That's me compromising.
Right.
And then I'm doing something I enjoy, which people will get more enjoyment out of because they'll be like, wow, someone even said to me, Liam, you don't look as enthusiastic in the Wi-Fi battles anymore. And I'm like, I know, because I feel like I have to do them.
And look, I enjoy, I'm not a shiny hunting guy. I'm not a Wi-Fi battle guy, even though I am going to be starting a Wi-Fi battle myself at some point. But yeah, just one day out of the week. But I come for you. And when you get into the modes where it's the same thing every time, it becomes less enjoyable. And that's for anybody.
It's the first time I've experienced burnout. Like I've told you before, because you've asked me, like, do you get burnout from Pokemon? And I'm like, not really. Like, I haven't had it yet, touch wood. With Wi-Fi battles, I am getting burnt out.
Sure.
And it's visible. And like people in the chat are putting there now, how can you not see how much happier Liam is because he's doing what he wants to do?
You started doing the Splatoon. I saw you having so much fun playing with PD and everybody.
Loved it.
You had so much fun. You had maddening fun with Crash Bandicoot. Do what the fuck you want to do. You see, this channel's gone through a lot of change. A lot. And I've lost groups of people who are not happy with some of the changes that we made. But that's just part of the fucking being a creator and trying to figure out what's best for your channel and what's going to make you happiest. Because if you're not happy, guess what? You're going to notice. The viewers will notice and they'll leave you the fuck anyway. So
I mean, I can say this with the utmost complete honesty and sincerity. And I know they're probably not watching this, but anyone that has stopped watching my channel because you don't like the way the channel's changed and you don't like the way I've changed as a person and adapt and evolved and things like that, I'm sorry. I am legitimately sorry. But I'm not sorry for changing. I'm sorry that you feel that way. Yeah. I'm sorry that the content is not something you can enjoy anymore. Because it sucks when people who have been regular fans of you go, I can't watch your content anymore, Liam. It's not what I signed up for. You know, you sit there for a second and go, oh, shit. And you reevaluate your entire career.
Right.
But then I see the people that are in the chat now giving me loads of love. And I'm like, where that person left, there are 20 people in their place.
Yep.
Who have gone, we will still support you. There are people, I've still got people who have watched me from the very beginning. And they've been positive and said, you know what? We've watched you grow. It might not be entirely to my taste, but I still enjoy watching you enjoy what you're doing. So it is sad that people drop off and leave, but I can't stop that.
Nothing.
Like, if I look in my YouTube analytics, yes, I've got 100,000 subscribers, but I think over the course of my career on YouTube, I've actually gained 120,000, but I've lost 20,000 people along the way.
Right.
And you can't stop that.
No.
Like, it's part of being a YouTuber. I can't please everybody, and I'll never try and please everyone.
Never try.
In fact, I think it was it's my boy Furious Coco in the chat. He put the best one. If you had you being me, if I had followed every single criticism that someone had given me, by now I would be a PG YouTuber playing fucking Minecraft, Roblox, or Pixelmon and hating every second of it just to appease people. And yeah, my channel might be bigger because of it, but it's not something that makes me happy. And with this being my full-time job, if I'm not happy doing it, I'm going to do what I did with my old full-time job. I'm going to fuck it off and I'm going to do something else.
There you go.
Simple as.
It's really that simple. It really is that simple. And with all that being said, it's kind of a little thing. Next week, you guys, the people who have supported this channel in particular, and I know you might like this as well, there's going to be a little bit of a callback. You see, people who've been around this channel knows wrestling has always been ingrained into the fabric of the show. Next week, we're going to be doing Dead on Dave Live all week, SummerSlam related topics. SummerSlam related topics all week, and it's going to culminate next Sunday live reaction, full SummerSlam and NXT TakeOver. Your boy's going crazy next weekend because
holy
this is
shit.
the first time in a while I've been excited about wrestling. So this is not me just self-promoting here and like talking about that. There's actually a point to it. And it's to the people who have left. Eventually, the things that you like will come back around. But sometimes as a creator, we've got to have the ability and the support from you to know that it's okay for us to do what we want to do and branch out and find the things that's going to make us.
As a content creator, you should never feel scared to do something different or to change things up. If you're in a position where you're scared of doing something different because you think fans will leave, those people aren't fans.
Exactly.
You can't say you support someone if you're not willing to support every venture they attempt.
F&A right.
If you disagree with what they're doing, by all means, don't watch those particular videos, but don't unsubscribe just because they've done one thing different.
I've even had to go out of my way, and I felt it was time to make the change of switching channels, separating the channels.
I mean, even I said to you, I was like, I'd probably stick with it all on one channel. But then the more I think about it since you've changed, I'm like, do you know what? There will be people who go, there's too much Pokemon content, I'm unsubscribing.
Yeah.
It's much in the way of even those kinds of people, they'll even get annoyed at like your 30-second videos that say, hey, I'm going live with some Pokemon.
Right.
They'll be like, I don't fucking want Pokemon in my sub box, not even the word Pokemon. Fucking hell, Dave, upload a real video. Even though later in the night you'll be like, hey, it's Dead on Dave live on the actual Dead on Dave channel. Like,
and I give it to him, there's a lot of reasons for the separation. We have talked about it before, and you told me that it probably wasn't the best idea because why waste the juice that I've got on this channel? But the fact is, this channel's been suffering because of it. And now, look, Pokemon is where I've done it. The best financially I've done has been Pokemon. It's great. I love it. I want more of the ability to be able to grow Pokemon. And I really do feel it's the best way to do it. I'm showing up in people's recommendation folders for Pokemon content now. First time ever. And I'm excited about that. So this is more of a conversation geared towards the people who are longtime fans of any content creator. Sometimes just go with it if you like them, support them. And you're always going to get what you want eventually. Just give it time.
And on a side note, I've been referred to as a narcissist.
You are, though.
And of course I fucking am. Look at me.
Look at him.
How can I not be a fucking narcissist?
Good point.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's a good point. I don't blame you. Would
I have fucking blue hair if I didn't love myself just that little bit?
Just a tiny bit.
If I didn't like myself, I wouldn't want to attract attention to myself by being a fucking beacon.
I need this extra little glow.
And I think you need a little bit of narcissism to be a successful YouTuber because narcissism comes with confidence.
Sure. Hey, we're here
Simple
for a
as
reason.
that.
We like attention. We want people to listen to us. Who the fuck uploads?
I wouldn't have uploaded over 1,500 fucking videos to YouTube if I didn't like the sound of my own voice just a little bit.
Yeah. Fuck, it is what it is. And hopefully you guys enjoyed everything that we've done on Nerd and the Jerk tonight. This is a lot of fun, actually. I really needed it. Need a little bit of a distraction. Thanks for being here with me, man. I'm glad to have you back. Hope you had a fun time at Sitsi. Never leave me again. Never leave me again.
People keep asking if I'm going to EGX soon, and I'm like, nah, maybe if I can get Dave to get me the time off.
I'm just messing around. You can go whenever you like, you know that.
Oh yeah, I'll bounce at any point, dude. Like I might not even come back next week. No,
I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for you to be like, all right, we're done. I'm like,
I'm not that guy.
No. This has been and come on, we'd be fucking killing ourselves because this shit is awesome. I
fucking love this shit. I wish more people watched this, but.
Yeah, we'll grow it. I think we'll grow it. I'm not too worried about it. It'll happen with time. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it tonight. Make sure if you did, help us grow it. Go ahead and tell everybody exactly what you're watching and why they should be watching. Do it on social media. Make sure you comment down below after the video's over. I know, what a fucking concept. Helps us get in more fucking registers, man. More search queues. Help us out with that. Make sure you check out this mush puff over at Ace Trainer Liam on the Twitter. Really everything Ace Trainer Liam just coming at you with fucking loads of blue hair and lots of sass. Go find it.
Bit of advice, Dave.
Yes, sir.
Put my name in the tags.
Did I not this time?
You can scupper my search results by appearing in them.
Fuck. All right, I thought I did. My bad. I'll do that right now. There you go. See? Information for life. Follow me on all the social media accounts at DeadOnDaveV. I don't have the best handle, so I'm different on other places. I'm on Snapchat now because I'm a glutton for punishment. The Dead on Dave. Go check me out at all those places. And, of course, the brand new Pokemon channel, Dead on Dave Pokemon. Thank you very much for joining us right here for another episode of Nerd and the Jerk. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We will see you next time. Keep it copious, folks. And remember, as always, if you don't have talent,
have talented friends,
fucking
boy.
Right. We'll see you next time. Hit us with that sick outro, Santa Claus.